Hey everyone, today we're going to do a tour of the brand new cruise terminal in Nassau, Bahamas. Let's go check it out. Hey everyone, John here from Bite Size Cruises. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to do a little bit of a tour of the new cruise terminal in Nassau, Bahamas. So I started it here because if you are getting off any of the ships, your route's going to be slightly different, but all roads lead you to here. Generally speaking, there's going to be 3 or 4 cruise ships in the port of Nassau. Usually it's really crazy getting out of the terminal. You would go straight here and it becomes just a chaotic scene with taxi drivers and people trying to sell you things. Not so much anymore. It is very well organized and regulated. As you see, the new terminal here is beautiful. They have this giant screen up here. You can exit straight ahead. There's now gates there, so it's not all chaotic with a bunch of people there. And then if you choose not to actually leave the terminal, it's going to be really nice. You can visit a whole bunch of things. At this point, you're technically out of the regulated area of the terminal. So if I were to turn around here and come back, you would need to show your passport and your cruise ship C-Pass card for whatever cruise line you're on. As you see straight ahead there, it is not crazy like it usually used to be. Now it's a little more organized and curated for you, let's say. So once you come out here, you can go straight and leave. You could turn to the right here. You will see the Museum of Junkanoo right in front of you there. So you can go in there, you could check out the museum. Or you could walk right up the terminal there, which as you see is very quiet. And there are guards there and people kind of giving you information, which is great. Then as we kind of wander over here to the other side of the terminal, you see all the other cruise ships that are sitting there. This is where you would head into information if you need information about the port, if you want to catch a taxi, or if you want to enter the straw market. So as you wander over here, you see the taxi booth, and then you're going to enter right into the straw market. Again, this area is not, you don't have to be on a cruise to come into this area. So if you were just visiting Nassau, you could certainly visit this area. You don't need any identification to get into this little area here. So you have your little marketplace here. There are all of the things that you would imagine being able to buy any kind of goods from the Bahamas here. You have your kitschy little knickknacks that you could buy, or you have t-shirts, you have a hair braiding station up here on your right if you so choose to do that. There is a DJ and some music here, so it does get a little bit loud during the day, and you can see it's very crowded. This is like midday and there are 4 cruise ships here. It's not that crowded, but it's definitely crowded. There are a lot of people. It never felt overwhelming, though. So there's all these different shops here. There are even shops of like the major shops down there, like Graycliff. They have a chocolate store over here. So if you know about some things in Nassau, but you don't want to wander all the way over there, you can get those things right here in the port, or if you just don't want to carry them back. They have nice little stories here up on the boards about specific cruisers or different cruise ships. That's pretty interesting. I read a few of those. There are still many stores to come as well. There are a bunch of stores that are here, and there are a lot of empty spaces that they are still filling out and getting ready. There are really big stores too. There is air conditioning all throughout the plaza here, so you can go into any of these stores and you're going to get a little bit of relief from the heat. This is the end of August, the beginning of September here. So it is very, very hot down here, but you can escape that in any of these stores. And as you can see, there's some really big shops here that you can head into and look around and do some shopping. gelato store there on the left. That was super popular. There is a wine tasting place here. I don't think the wines are from the Bahamas. I don't think they really have a lot of wine down there, but it looked really interesting and it was crowded. You can see some of these stores are not full yet. And as we get further and further down through the plaza here, the stores are less and less full because they filled all the ones closer to the ships first. Obviously, makes a ton of sense. These are all still kind of being built or renovated or fit out for whatever businesses are going to jump in here. The one really cool thing about this port and it being safe and close to the cruise ships is normally you would have to leave the terminal. So say you wanted to go to Senor Frogs or Junkanoo Beach or whatever, you would have to leave the terminal, go all the way down outside the terminal. You're going to get pretty much harassed the whole way down there. Not maybe harassed in a bad way, but just like people asking you to go on a trip or a taxi or an excursion or scooters or hair braiding or just to buy things the whole way down. Now you can stay in this little curated, safe area and wander all the way down here. And as you're going to see towards the end of this section is right where Senor Frogs is, and you're just a few minutes from Junkanoo Beach. So if you did want to go to a free beach, you can walk all through the port here, and it's all closed in and safe and a little bit of a better experience, in my opinion. They do have an amphitheater here. There will be shows here in the evenings and during the day, I'm sure, as well. But it is beautiful. They did a great job on that as well. And then as you can see over here, all the way down by the outside straw market on the left there, if you've been to Nassau before, you'll know that's a pretty good ways down here on the street. I'm going to take you all the way to the end of it, and I'll let you just wander here and let the music play for a little bit, and then I'll pop back in a minute. There again, down there on your left is the outdoor straw market, which is outside of the terminal. As you can see, they will check your ID and everything as you pop back in here, but there are no guards. You could just wander out and wander into this area. Once you get back towards the ship, you're going to have your driver's license or passport and your cruise ship card to get back on the ship. Or even into the area there where the ships are. They're not let's just put this out there, they're not the most thorough at looking at your documents. I noticed as I was walking back in, kind of just glanced and we're like, go ahead. But again, this goes all the way down there. You can see all the way past the end of all the cruise ships there. And those cruise ships are all about 1,000 feet long. So 3 football fields-ish down. The terminal goes all the way down that way, which is really, really great. I'm going to take you the back way through the other aisle of the shops. Again, close up here on the amphitheater. Even the grass is beautiful here. As you can see, it's all brand new. Everything looks so nice. They did a really great job on this. Obviously, once those trees grow, there's going to be a little more shade, and it'll be a little bit more welcoming. It is really, really beautiful. And again, just as a clarifying point, I'm giving you the information as I know it the best. I am certainly not a Nassau, Bahamas official or expert. So if I do make any mistakes, I apologize. Please feel free to correct them down in the comments nicely, of course. People are mean. So constructive criticism is welcome at any time. And then you can see the crowd really does thin out as you get down here. It's not as overwhelming or as busy. So this is a nice place too if you just need to kind of get away from the crowd for a little bit, get down towards the end of the terminal here. And they're going to be building, obviously they're going to be building a bunch of different things down here at the end and fitting out all of these stores. So maybe the next time I get down there in a few months, we'll have an update on the shops and everything. I'll try to update things every time I go places because they change a lot. And as we kind of wrap up the end of this, we're going to get through the end of the shop. You'll see the Grey Cliff store as we go through here. This is the gallery, which is a wine bar. It's really nice. You can head in there. That will be open very shortly. It was very close to being open when I was down here. Again, thank you so much for watching the video today. If you love cruising and cruise information, we would love to invite you to subscribe. It doesn't cost you a penny, and we put out a new cruise video every single day at 4 p.m. On Wednesdays, we do a live stream at 7 p.m. in the evening, just a cruise Q&A and chat. And then on Sundays, we do cruise news in the morning. So come join us on this amazing cruise journey, and we'll let you see the rest of the port here in peace and quiet. And thank you again so much for watching. We'd love for you to like and subscribe. Thanks.